Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Wow, there's so many people in this stream already. So excited. How are you guys doing? How's your Sunday going? I definitely know that my Sunday's going well. Just made a batch of fresh chocolate chip scones and had a great lunch. So, how are you guys doing? How is everyone? I'm super excited for the films today. Today's stream, just so you guys know, will probably go to like an hour just because my brother is here visiting and I wanted to spend a little bit more time with him because he is leaving tomorrow and we don't get to see each other that often. So I will be doing the stream today for an hour. And yes, how is everyone doing? For those of you who are new, basically this is like a stream I do also just like for funsies and also just to connect with you guys a little bit more. I try to do this every weekend or every Sunday. And what I do is basically I take the films that you guys submit in the link below and the Google Drive link below, and I put them into a folder and kind of like see who submitted first. And this week we are going through still the people who submitted in this June. And basically I review them live and I give my honest feedback. Everyone in the comments and the chat gives honest feedback as well, and we all just sort of like have a good time. Yeah, just like um, reacting to the films and like watching the films and everything, and it's super fun and I really love it. It always inspires me, leaves me super inspired whenever I leave one of my lives, because all of you are so talented. You guys have great ideas, shots, storytelling. So I'm always so impressed and inspired when I leave one of these lives. um Megan's brother reacts to your films. I would love to do that with him, but he just honestly unfortunately doesn't really like being in the limelight. I mean, not the limelight, but like like he doesn't like being put online, and like he doesn't like his face on my page and all that kind of stuff. So like I never ever post him, only very rarely, and if then like on my close friend stories or something like that, or like people who already know him. But other than that, yeah, he's like just like do not post my face online, Megan. So that's that. You can see completely both of us are like completely opposites, personality wise, and we're just like just very different in that sense. But yes, please make videos on DaVinci color grading. I will. I still do. I just that like I need to find other looks that I'm trying to like recreate or like still do on color grading. But other than that, I do have color grading tutorials. Yeah, it might be fun to know what your brother thinks. He is very critical and he's very honest, so he would definitely give like good feedback. Just that I don't think he would want to show his face online or his voice or something. I could try to like convince him maybe one of these days when we're back together again. Hi. I just did my best color grading job on DaVinci this week. I'm finally making progress with that. Oh my god. I need to learn more of like DaVinci, honestly. DaVinci is such a great tool. And I'm not just saying that because like obviously they gave me DaVinci Studio, but honestly it's such a great tool to use and to learn color grading on. And I mean everyone in Hollywood uses DaVinci for color grading, so I'm thinking about trying to create a channel LUT or power grade so I have a consistent look. I think that is something that is great, if you're trying to create like a consistent look, so it's like coherent and stuff like that. And you don't have to always color gradient like from scratch. I just spent 5 hours doing sound design. I think I might go insane. Like your actual sound effects, like you made your own sound effect. That is crazy. Like that is so much dedication. I only do that sometimes, but I don't do it all the time. Um, yeah, so like most of the sound effects I get is like from platforms that I download them on. But like doing your sound effects is honestly like crazy. Also make a video how to shoot cinematic shots on your phone. One day. I feel like I don't shoot on my phone that much, and but I think it'd be super interesting for people to see as well. So I might definitely do a video on that. Let me just like screenshot that suggestion. Thank you so much, by the way. Power grades are great to have. I just tweak it a little on each video. Yes. Hi. Okay. Hey everyone. I feel like everyone is settled down. So again, for those who are new here, I do this every Sunday or every week if I can, and if I can't, then I'll let you guys know. Like next week, I don't think I'll be on live just because I'll be away and I'll be on a small little vacation. But yes, so next week probably there's no live, but I do this every like weekend to kind of like connect with you guys and also to review your films just because I have so much fun doing these and I love doing these. So, you guys send me basically your films like in the link below. It's in the description all the time. It's a oh my god, Google Drive link. And so you guys send me those, and I basically review them blindly. I normally just skim through the videos or films just to see if there's anything like that could come up that YouTube might be able to block. And that's why I kind of take a look at them. But other than that, it's all blind reactions, and I do this completely like without knowing what I'm getting myself into. So yeah, I just have a lot of fun doing this, and I just think it's such a great way to get to know you guys and get to know your work as well. Also, just again, super inspiring. So, without further ado, let's get into the films today. I feel like the selection today is also super peak. Like, I took again a small little peek just to look if anything is like, out of order or like we can't show it on YouTube. And they all look freaking amazing. Okay, so also sorry, my table today is a luggage bag, so it's just kind of like wonky because I'm sitting on the floor because I really wanted to show off my matchstick lamp from IKEA. She's so cute. Look at that. It's like little glowy matchsticks, and I'm just like, I'm so happy with them. So like in love. I know it's so cool. It's like the centerpiece of my bedroom. I'm in my bedroom right now. But all right, let us go to the Google Drive folder for today. Hi to everyone who's saying hi right now in the chat. All right, so this is how the folder looks like for today. I think again because we're doing an hour today. Not too many films. Like that is the films that we try to cover for the day, but again, time wise, we'll have to see. And also for those who are new here, you can submit as long as you want, like however long or however short films you guys want to send, but I will always cut it off at 5 minutes max just to give everyone a chance to get their films looked at, and so that like if there's a 30-minute film or like a 20-minute film, it doesn't take like a quarter of the like time in our life, just so like yeah, just so that you guys know, and so that everyone has basically a fair chance to show their films. All right, again, all participation in the chat is very, very, very much welcome. And please, please, please give your feedback while you're watching the film, after you watch the film, whenever you want to watch. People who submitted here is not only for my feedback, it's also for your feedback. So I'd be so, so grateful also if you have like feedback where we could like also ping pong off of each other and say like, oh, this was like that and that was like that, and like maybe this could be improved, that could be improved, or that was great, that was maybe not so much of my taste, like ping pong off of each other, just because I feel like it's not more of like a forum and feedback session than anything else here. And I will also be giving feedback during the film, like, so I won't be like giving feedback only after the film but during the film as well. But yes, let's go. The first one is called Taste Bugs by Periclitus Pictures. It's okay, so it's a Google Drive link, and what they're telling me is that this is a movie that we made for our 48-hour film festival. The film is in Albanian but has subtitles. Okay, so it's a YouTube link, so just give me a sec. I will switch this on and also then share with you the YouTube link. Let me know if you guys hear it and if like anything is muted or if it's like a black screen, because that happens more often than we think. Hi, thank you so much. All right, let's go into this.
Okej, Jemirek.
Ooh. Yes, so when I was scanning through this film, I really liked the transition from the the camcorder to the wide establishing shot that we have here. So we see like her perspective first, and then we see like us, our perspective from a third person perspective, which I find really special.
Inshallah s'po e djeg edhe këto.
Tani është momenti që t'ju them një fakt interesant.
E dini ju që më shumë emigrant do të na vinë çdo javë?
I also like the lighting here at the microwave. I'm pretty sure this is a light inside the microwave, or maybe it just might be on, but it feels like it adds a little bit of depth into the frame, which I really like. And then there's this light, and then obviously this yellow light that I think is supposed to be sort of like a window light, where like night lamp or night post lamps are of light are shining through the window, if that makes sense. I just feel like it could have been a little bit less yellow and maybe a little bit more orange, just to sort of like mimic that kind of like post lamp lamppost kind of like light. Maybe turn on subtitles. Also oh no, I was watching through this, so like the subtitles are not prevalent here, but only later in the film. So this one doesn't have subtitles, but then after that, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Also the symmetry in the wide shot, yes, amazing. I just love creative people creating stuff. Yes. All right, let's see. I'll try to turn on the subtitles. Oh yeah, okay, so there is subtitles. Got you. All right, let's go.
Që po thua jon? Se qa lidhje kishte kjo?
So this like really slow zoom onto the sandwich makes you feel, I feel like it makes me feel like something bad is going to happen, or like something very prominent is going to happen in this moment because of this sandwich, or like because she's going to let it burn or something like that. And that's because it's going to get burned. I think something bad is going to happen, but that's just my gut feeling. But I really like how personal this all feels, and very like you're in the moment, also because there's no like fancy music, there are like no fancy sound effects. It's just literally her in her quiet little kitchen making a grilled cheese sandwich. Oof, I really really like this shot. This is nice. Ooh.
Bashkë shihemi në videot e ardhshme. Ciao.
There's something about like really long shots where something is happening that makes you feel like you're actually really just in the moment, just I guess because also you're making the audience go through with you through the real time, and it's nothing edited. Like this one, like she just got up and we can see that she just got up, and it took like, let's say like 20 seconds for an actual character to come into frame, which I find like is something that I can learn from, and I think I want to apply in my next video, is just to like let the audience feel like they're with you in that room, and they're feeling the time, like like feeling the time pass by as you want the audience to, or like how you want, like, oh my god, I can't speak, but you get what I mean, right? Like you have to experience it in real time, and that's exactly what this film is forcing us to do as an audience, which I feel like is super again, very personal. And also it just feels again like you're in the same room with her. So I'm really, really digging this one.
Assim no punte.
Ja, mami, jam një gjumë.
Edhe sa kohë ke ndërmend të vazhdosh kështu?
Mami, nuk kam ndërmend që të punoj gjithë jetën time si asistente sociale.
Mjekimet I fillova, po nuk është se
I feel like there might have been one too many uh back cuts, basically back and forth from her then to the noodles and then her to the noodles. I feel like there could have been like maybe only one or two shots of the noodles and then of her. It just felt a little bit too abrupt, always back and forth into the noodles and then back to her. And I felt it was a little bit, in this sense, unnecessary, in the sense that it didn't give the audience any new information on what might be going on. Maybe we'll find out later, I don't know, but in this moment right now I feel like that could have been a little bit less back and forth, just in my opinion.
Përshëndetje, mirë se vini në videon time të radhës.
Prija atë sa...
That is a crazy switch up. That is so crazy. Okay, let's see what else is going on in this like live that she's doing. That's a crazy switch up.
Ha dy një herë.
mirë se vini në videon e radhës.
Oh, that's crazy. Bit like the what's that film called? The one with what's the film called? The one where they had to do dares in order to like get like money, like like I think it was money. I can't remember. It was with like David Franco or James Franco, I think, and with God, I can't remember her name right now. Emma. I think it's about feeder content, which is a whole thing on TikTok and very dangerous. Ooh, what is a feeder content? Also, by the way, it's 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna end the sharing of the screen. Oh, hello. What is going on? Okay. Give me a second, guys. Why? Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah. What is, can anyone tell me what feeder content is? So interesting to know. I personally really enjoyed the film. It was very like At first it started off very personal, and that's why I think that all of that like really small little personal moments led on to the final obviously the final arc of that film that we had to stop sadly because it was 5 minutes, but it just felt like again like a very like slow horror thriller kind of like feel, like a psychological thriller kind of thing at the end, like very Black Mirror. And I really enjoyed that little switch. And it was like not even like a very abrupt switch. It felt very like gradual and um like all of the moments in the film before that led to that moment, which I really, really enjoyed. Like it was also very surprising and like sort of like a plot twist for me personally. But yeah, that was very cool to see. Feeder content refers to a niche yet controversial genre of videos where people, predominantly women, eat large quantities of food on camera. This content is primarily produced for the gratification. Oh, so it's not like mukbang, right? I mean, like, I guess in another way, it's kind of like a dark version of mukbang. Correct me if I'm wrong. Of a specific audience known as feeders. Okay, that is really weird. Got you. So many of those shots look really good. A certain point, it feels like the neutral lit shots were fighting with the yellow tinted shots, but I loved it. Yes, I loved like the yeah, I just loved like the contrast as well. And then it just felt super real also because there were like no fancy lights. Again, there were no fancy like color grading on anything on that. And that kind of like films and that kind of style makes you feel like you're exactly in the room with her and exactly watching her live stream as she is doing it. So God, it felt very eerie. It felt very like I don't want to keep watching this, but I can't look away kind of thing. So I'm just like I am so impressed and I really really enjoyed that piece of little psychological thriller, I would call it. Okay, let me refer back to her name. So I just want to say a big big thank you to Periclitus Pictures. I think that's their production name. I think it was amazingly produced. Again, the only feedback from me was the back and forth cuts. I feel like could have been a little bit less, but other than that, I really, really, really enjoyed watching this. It was a very cool experience, I think, for everyone too. And I learned something new about the internet feeders content, I guess. So everyone give her a big, big, big round of applause. Thank you so much, Periclitus Pictures. I really, really enjoyed it, and I think the audience here did as well. So everyone give her a big, big round of applause in the chat as well. Thank you. All right. Then let's go ahead and delete that. And okay. The next one is called Microwave Mayhem, which is kind of funny because it kind of matches the thing that we were just watching, just because we talked about the microwave. But it's called Microwave Mayhem by Ryan Dumol. Oh my god, Ryan Dumalorad. I hope that is correct. But yeah, also if you guys have any feedback in the chat about the last film that we watched, please, please, please do leave that in the comments. All right, let's go. Off the bat, I really like this really high contrast black and white look. Even though it's like noisy, because I feel like this is taken on a low res camera or like a phone or something. Um, I still really like the look of it. Like it really fits the vibe, I feel like. Let me just go back to that cut. I feel like he already got out of the car and then we saw him get out the car again. Yeah, so things like that kind of cut I feel like could be avoided just to make it look very smooth and smoother. And so like as he's going out, because he already showed us in the last cut that he is getting out of the car, I would probably just like cut the next shot, like this shot right here, to where he's already halfway out of the car just to have that coherent flow and also just to avoid that kind of like jagged cuts, I guess. This is so cool. I also don't know what the hell he's hitting, but I am intrigued. Oh, what? It's like a headband ball type thing. That is so good for ADHD and like honestly just focus in general. That is crazy. That is amazing. Okay. On beat as well. That is crazy. Like hitting the ball on beat. Wait, this is so fun. This started out as like a really solemn piece of film, and then it just turned out to be like a Mario Rainbow Road type vibe. Oh my god. This is also just so simply shot. Like I think it's like on a camcorder, like on a phone, and obviously it's super grainy and stuff like that. Like obviously not the best quality, right? But the animations, the movement of the camera, and the sound effects, as well as the music, just hypes it up so much, and it feels so fun to watch. It feels again like so professionally curated, just because of the sound effects, the music at the right time, the beats, you know. Um, so that is crazy. That is so fun to watch. It's like a little mini game. I mean, obviously they try to make it like a video game, but it's so fun to watch. Oh my god, not the Minecraft reference. The god, not the loot. I feel like that's such a smart idea. Like he just goes into his own world while he's waiting and practicing his boxing on the microwave. That's so cool. Honestly, I feel like there aren't many very cuts for like an action scene like these ones. Like there are not too many cuts, and there are normally a lot of cuts and different angles in action scenes like this, like especially fight scenes. But because of the animation, it does feel like there are so many cuts and there's so much going on that he doesn't need these cuts, if that makes sense. Like because like normally if you see an action movie, it's always like from left to right, the top, and like it's different actions and there's like always movement in the camera. I feel like there's a lot of movement in the camera here, but there aren't many cuts like to different angles, and I feel like he does it so well in the sense that he because of the animation, it feels like there are so many cuts and there's just like so much going on that you would just want to keep watching. And I find that so entertaining and such a cool concept and idea for a video in general as well. Also, just like a huge fan of this rotating orbit shot. That's so cool. The sound effects are so on point as well. They kind of feel like um like overly loud sound effects, but it just really amplifies the kind of like I think things that you would hear if you were to literally just get boxed in the face, like like it's like that have like high vibration, really just over the top, peaking kind of sound. And I feel like they created it perfectly. Obviously, this is not happening in real time. Like the sound effects are not happening in real time, and even like the slow mo box of him getting boxed in the face is so cool. With like obviously the saliva coming out of his mouth and like the water and the sweat, and they also just like time the sound effects perfectly as well, which is so cool. Oh my god, this is so cool. The animation is so simple, like there's not much going on. Obviously, it's not like a super high animation kind of thing, but like it's so simple. It has its own style, and I'm sure they had spent like hours and days on this animation. Oh my god, it's amazing. And the switch up was so cool. It just takes the whole thing to like another level. How do you guys even come up with this kind of stuff? Okay, we are at 5 minutes for 5 minutes, but that was such a cool film and video. Again, for me, it was just like the beginning that the editing was a little bit, just that one shot where he was getting out the car that could have been a little bit more cohesive. But other than that, oh my god, like crazy idea. I love the concept of him putting the stuff in the microwave, and while he's doing the microwave, he practices like his boxing, and then it takes it into this completely new realm and world. And then that's where the action really starts, and like the whole animation. Like I don't know anything about animation, but I'm just like, that is amazing and such a crazy little cute concept. And like the fact that everything was shot in the house and the garage, perfect, like amazing. Good job, everyone. Well, thank you so much, Ryan, and everyone give Ryan a big round of applause. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Okay, let me catch up on the comments in the chat. And again, what did you guys think, chat? Like, did you like it? Do you have any feedback? Like, what are your thoughts on this film? Let him know. Let Ryan know in the chat. All right. It's very kawaii. It is. It is. All right. So, Mick, I'm trying to produce a short film. It's on my YouTube. Can you check it out, please? Yes, Mo. So basically, I saw this while I was watching the film, but I wanted to like wait up until the film was ended. I just want to say yes. There is a link in the description for under this YouTube live, and then you can just click on it, and then we can get to it like whenever we get to it. Just because these people, as you can see, they all submitted in June, and that's exactly what we're going through today. Like, we are still sifting through all of the films from June, and it just might take a really long time, but definitely we will definitely get to your film, so don't worry about that. But yes, thank you so much for submitting. I saw that you submitted as well, so thank you so much. Yeah, but yeah, let us know like what you guys thought in the chat, like what you guys thought about this this like film. I found it so entertaining, and just like again like a really good concept for a film and a video. So yes, thank you so much, Ryan. Let's move on to the next one. This one is called Boots Visual Poem by Moses Tasik. Okay, so I saw a small little clip on this and it looked amazing. Again, we have another really cool black and white film. So yeah, and no worries if it's not complete. You can submit whatever you want, whatever you please, as long as there's no violence, sex, or any like vulgarity. And other than that, I think it's fine. But I think we'll all enjoy it either way. So let's watch Boots Visual Poem by Moses.
We're foot, slog, 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 slogging over Africa. Foot, 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 slogging over Africa. Boot, boot, boot.
So something that when I was watching this that immediately caught my attention for this one was definitely like the green, the black and white. It's just chef's kiss. I love the typography as well. Fits perfectly. And then you hear the soundtrack that comes into the film, which is looks like we're taking out all your Google storage, Megan. Yes. I need to buy more storage.
Boot, moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. 7, 6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today. 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Boots, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't look at what's in front of you. Boots.
Whoa. Did you guys see the change of quality? Like, I don't think it's a change of quality, it's just like the shots of the eyes were so crisp. And that was just such a whoa. Okay.
Boots, 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 moving up and down again. Men go mad with watching them. There's no discharge in the war. Count the bullets in the bandoliers. If your eyes drop, they will get atop of you. Boots, 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 moving up and down again.
Oof, the slow, like not slow, but like the on beat zoom in to his like feet as he's walking on pace. Like, okay.
There's no discharge in the war. We can stick out hunger, thirst, and weariness, but
Love the dolly shot. That I just want to watch that again because it was like a match dolly shot, which is not easy if you don't have the right tools.
can stick out hunger, thirst, and weariness, but not the chronic sight of them. Boots, moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war.
That is That is such a cool shot. Like the shot of the guy just dark with this one source of light, which I think is obviously a computer or something like that, or like maybe an external source of light. It's just amazing.
In the war. Try to think of something different. Oh, my God, keep me from going lunatic. Boom, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war.
Yo, that was intense. That was really, really intense, but it was a really very like intense in a super good way. Like I think he conveyed the message of a routine, and he conveyed the message of work, and he conveyed the message of the soundtrack very, very well. I felt like it was very, very intense. Like the chat was so quiet, guys. I was like, they definitely are into this. I was like, you guys are so quiet. It's because it was really intense, especially like towards the end when he started raising his voice. That literally just like whoa, that like yeah, adrenaline overload. But amazing shots, amazing grade. I love the dolly shot. Um, Honestly, I feel like I don't have any comments. I just oof, chills. Like, bro, that was amazing. Everything was on beat, like fire. So like kudos to you. No comments from my side. I just really loved the whole thing. So yes. Anyone else have anything to say? I'm kind of shook. Let Moses know in the comments like what you guys thought about the film. Obviously, I feel like obviously I feel like everyone of your comments and feedback is totally appreciated. So say that in the comments, whatever you guys want to say. Yes, that was so intense. I loved it. But other than that, thank you so much, Moses. It was a lovely, lovely getting a little peek into your mind. Very, very cool. Cool soundtrack, no music, just tic tacs and sound effects and just absolutely intense, like just absolute intensity right there. So everyone give Moses a big, big round of applause. Thank you so, so much. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. This one is called The Journey of Every Sitch by Chamu Lianage. I'm sorry again if I'm butchering all of these pronunciations. This is a YouTube video, so yes, I will just basically play this on YouTube and share my screen with you guys there. The only thing I can think of is that it would have been cool if you had different shoes to matter. Yes, I think that would also have been my only note. Is that like if you were to be wearing actual boots, or maybe he had like a creative decision not to wear the boots just so that it's actually contradicting. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I feel like yeah, if you were to actually wear boots because it's also called boots, that would definitely match the sound effects, and it would definitely also obviously match the title of the film and the whole like concept of the film as well. We were very engaged in the video. I could tell. No one was saying anything in the chat. I could tell. Everyone was like, because that was me. Literally, that was me. All right, so this one's called The Journey of the Stitch. It's a short film. Let us go.
Everything starts from something simple. In this case, simple skeins of yarn.
Okay, so for this one, I like the slow little music. It feels like a very, very nice YouTube video that you would watch. I just feel like the change of angles where she's picking up the yarn and then sitting down is a different hand and it's a different angle. That personally irritates me a little bit, but obviously that's just my opinion, and if there was another intention behind it, please let me know. But something like that normally irritates me just because as a viewer I think I'm a little bit more confused, and it's just like taking me to different angles at a different time. But yeah, let's keep on watching.
As each strand of yarn intertwines, as the hook gently places each knot, hours quietly slip by. 1, 2, fire, counting softly in your mind. The only sound you hear as everything else fades away. Hands move, and slowly it begins to take shape. The world grows still. Piece by piece, it begins to.
I like the fact that this really feels just like a personal diary, and also like just sort of like a personal diary of her progress on the piece that she's making. I might be wrong, but I feel like I would do this if I crocheted it, and if I wanted to like document like the whole process of like the crocheting process and how the piece has turned out. So I just like that this feels like a personal diary of hers.
Form, a quiet transformation. Each stitch, a tiny act of devotion. In the end, it's more than just knots and stitches. It's time, effort, love, and energy woven into form. A creation ready to find its new home.
Oh, this message at the back. Oh, love it. It was so soothing to watch. I feel like it wasn't the fanciest from obviously shots, editing or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Like she created this little short film to document her crocheting process and to attribute well all of this to everyone who worked hard or everyone who's an artist for their patience, to time, and their love. And I find this so cute, and such a little cute piece to tribute this to all of the artists out there. So this was super lovely to watch. Thank you so much. I would definitely wear that top if yeah, if I had warmer weather here, I would definitely like eat that up. So loved it. All right, let us move on to the next one. But before that, everyone, please give Chamu a big round of applause. Thank you so much, Chamu. That was so soothing. After all the intense like videos we watched today, that were like I don't know, the first three films we watched today they were so intense. So thank you so much for that. We loved it. All right, let's move on. So the next one is called Palm Springs by Jordan Gillette. Jordan Gillette. Let me just share my screen with you guys once again. Got
I don't have a car to drive around in. I just have a heart that I walk about in. I walk around. If I could not buy you a house in Laurel Canyon, underneath the moon above in the shade of the.
this again feels again like a really nice personal little diary of like a documentation of a small little trip that he went on, and I'm loving the color grading, and it really matches the location where he is like vacationing at or like exploring in. So I feel like the color grading is also great. Again, just a little cute little video to show his travels and yeah, I kind of love it when people just like go out and have fun and just like take whatever they can document. Honestly, because that is the whole point of filmmaking and picking up a camera. Like, that is why we have cameras, like to document our life before we forget it. And it's so beautiful because I used to do all these kind of videos where I just literally just document my life, like, and that's how I actually started like filmmaking and getting into photography and videography. And now I'm like so grateful enough to call it like a full-time job for me. So honestly, this is where the passion starts. This is where it blooms, and I'm so like in awe of everyone's talent. Every time you guys send me a film here, I'm so grateful that anyone has even sent me their films to even like review. Like, who am I to judge, right? But like so grateful, and I just think these kind of videos like this one, or the one before, the one before, the one before, they're just all little films that just like came out of pure joy and happiness and passion just to create, and literally just to create, to have fun with it. And I just respect that so much, just because in this point of my life, my job is like my hobby is my job, and it's so hard to find that in between again, where it's like I have so much fun with like filming, just because I'm always thinking of like the outcome, like what people are going to think about it, like what are the clients going to think about it. So it's like honestly so inspiring, like to see films like this just being put out by you guys. And I always leave again like these lives being so inspired. Okay, sorry, enough of my yapping. Let's move on.
Life's been hard and you've lived a few. Did I give too much love to you? I'm sorry, but it's what I
Oh, this is a really cool shot with the long grass.
had to do. You need the love I needed you. Back in my hometown, looking for a silver Honda, but there's too many all around, and I feel I'll never find you, so I walk around. Hoping that one day I'll see you driving up my street again, on your grandpa's bicycle, with your long hair blowing in the wind. I'ma walk around.
I really like this muted, like warm tones that she's using. I really like it. Like, it's very like you see here, like sort of like a little bit of cyan, and then here it's just like super warm and like beigeish. And I kind of like that that feel of this, especially because the location and the colors really match each other.
I needed you.
Oh, this was so peaceful to watch, and again, like just really just inspired me to just go out and literally just shoot whatever. Um, I loved it. Thank you so much, Jordan, for sharing this little piece of Springs with us. I really enjoyed it. It was just very beautifully color graded, as well as just like shot, and just kind of like showed the small little moments in your life or on this trip. So thank you so much, Jordan. Everyone give Jordan a big round of applause. I love when the shots have nice depth with foreground and background elements. Yes, for sure. Also, Sean Starlight, hello. So what did I miss? We missed a really intense films. We're suddenly coming to like really soothing films right now. But before this, we were watching really intense films. You can watch that back later. But they were all really cool. And to let you know, today is my birthday. So happy birthday, Sean! Well, thank you so much for spending your birthday on my live. First of all, thank you so much. And secondly, happy birthday to you. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is called Reset by Giovanni Wong. cut this in like a sense that it's sort of like hard to stop, and just because it's like so continuous. And I love cleaning videos. Like, guys, don't even get me started. Every time a cleaning video comes up my feed, I'm just like, I'm watching this. And like, I think she cut it in the way like the reels that I would watch of people cleaning like bathrooms and stuff like that. Like, I find them so satisfying. And I feel like she's cutting it in that way, but a little bit more for like long form. And even like the texts and like the captions and all that are like really kind of like satisfying to watch and read, like what she's getting done, and then she's getting like things clean. Okay, maybe I'm just like a freak on like cleaning, but I feel like she's getting things done and cleaning it one by one, and it just really is so addicting to watch in that sense. But yeah, by the way, your little square is cutting off the captions. I know, I can't even move it. That's the thing. I'm sorry. Like, I can't move my square, and I also just can't turn off, like, I don't think I can turn off my square, so I'm really sorry. But yeah, cleaning videos are so satisfying. And I think one thing is also like the sounds of cleaning is just like and like this with the mops, like it's just so satisfying to me. It's just like I just want to keep watching, you know. I like how neat her packing is. You guys, my luggage bag is just like dump and then gone. Her one is so neatly packed. Ooh, love. Thank you so much, Giovanni, for this reset, like little vlog thing. I again, I loved it. I couldn't stop watching just because it was so satisfying to watch the cleaning, the packing, the mopping. God, I hate mopping, but like it's so satisfying watching people get their get their apartment mopped and also just like get everything clean. So thank you so much. It was super um enticing to watch and really just hard to look away just because it was so satisfying. So thank you so much. And yes, Eli also said I think the song she chose too is very fitting, which I think is great because it's just like a short little cute little vlog of you cleaning and resetting. And I think the little like sound in the back as well was like super soothing and also very fitting that it doesn't overpower the film. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for Giovanni for your beautiful little cute little vlog and for the satisfaction of cleaning. Everyone give Giovanni a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Yeah, exactly. Phone footage too. Not too bad for that. The phones have literally come so far, and she even color graded and everything, and it looked great. Thank you so much, Giovanni. Everyone give her a big round of applause. All right, let's move on to our next and last one, sadly for today. This is called Beyond the View by Abijah. I really like the color grading on his skin. I would just say, I think I can tell that this is not shot on 24 FPS or let's say 25 FPS or like 50 FPS if you're shooting on frame rate 24 FPS or 25 FPS, then you're supposed to shoot shutter rate, oh my gosh, shutter speed on 50, which is double the size, double the speed of your frames per second. So I feel like that would be my only tip for this one. That is just that so that it feels a bit more natural. The way or the reason why we shoot in 24 FPS again or 25 FPS is to mimic the real life motion, like how we see real life motion, and that is why we shoot 24 FPS or 25 FPS. So I would just say, in that sense, I think that would have been great for this one. And yeah. I'm really loving the colors though. There's just one shot where he was going down the stairs. I felt like could have been cut down. Like this one, I think it was a little bit too long on the stairs without the character. Just my opinion again. From an editing perspective point of view, I feel like that could have been. It's a nice composition, but I feel like this shot could have been a little bit shorter before he comes in. Cool. Okay, very nice. Thank you so much, Abijah, for that little clip of your life. I really like the colors again. Um, I feel like for the shots, a little bit more of like the rule of thirds could have been applied. For example, like the second shot where you're going out in the blue and stuff like that, the white shot, I feel like that could have been a little bit more on the thirds. But other than that, I really liked the small little vlog that you put out, and also the colors were amazing. I really liked the skin tones on the first shot, like I said, and I feel like it's also really hard to color darker skin sometimes, so I really respect like the colors. I have definitely have a harder time trying to color grade them correctly, so I really like the skin tone on the first one, and also on the other clips as well. So thank you so much, Abijah. I hope I'm not butchering up your name again. Thank you so much. Everyone give him a big round of applause. Thank you so much. All right, guys. If you guys have any other questions, Q&A for me in the chat, go ahead and ask them. I can stay for like 5 more minutes. And yeah, if you guys have any like questions or anything that you guys want to let off your chest, even though like, you know, this is a live for filmmaking, you can obviously treat this as a therapy session. I'm not a therapist, but I guess you could talk to me. But yeah, if anything, let me know if there's any questions before we end this live, and I'll see you guys till the next one for sure. The next week I'm probably not going to be on live, but yeah. The first shot was amazing. I love the skin tone. As someone who has darker skin, that's a big deal for me. Yes, I find it really hard to get it on point sometimes. So I really like the color. I really like the color and the skin tone of that color grade. I think this indie film was okay, decent. That's just my opinion. It was, yeah, it was decent. It was good. It's just like, I guess, a little vlog showing his life. You know, nothing fancy, but it doesn't have to always be fancy. I think it's just a great practice for filmmaking and like composition wise and color grading wise. I feel like these kind of small little videos are those videos that get you further in your progress and in filmmaking, just because there are little practices along the way. I've done a ton of them, and I'm still trying to do a ton of them to literally just practice my filmmaking and, you know, color grading, composition, lighting. It's all just practice, like everything else, I guess. Would you upload some of your reactions as a video? So basically, all of these lives are on my YouTube. So they are all videos on my YouTube, if that's what you're asking. I've posted, I think, one reaction cut on my Instagram, but I haven't been doing a lot of those for a long time, just because it's always a lot for me to see through and like cut for reactions and stuff like that. But yes. When would you use 30 FPS like most phones shoot in default, if ever? I think I would use it for like yeah, for like iPhone shots, just because I feel like a lot of people use 30 FPS for their iPhones, and I feel like we're used to using 30 FPS and seeing FPS, 30 FPS for iPhones, but like I feel like the moment it's on a camera, you can see that the frame rate is off and it's not the right frame rate. And it always feels very off once you know what the correct frame rate should be. And actually, I didn't pay attention to this when I first started filmmaking, just because I didn't know. And then I started going to it, like actually studying like why we use 24 and why we use 25. In Germany, we use 25, but like in America, they use 24 FPS in Hollywood. Um, so like once I knew that, and then I noticed everything else, like my past work that was way too, I was like 200 FPS for like no reason at all. I was just like, why was I doing that? So like I feel like for me it's very noticeable, but like when you're using 30 FPS for iPhone, I feel like it's totally fine just because we're so used to seeing 30 FPS for iPhone videos, like be it like stories or like reels. I feel like we're so used to seeing iPhone videos in 30 FPS anyway, so I feel like I would use it in that anyways. Just for camera wise, I feel like cameras, you would see it definitely. Can you post any YouTube likes if they are submitted that way in the description afterwards? YouTube likes? What do you mean? Hi. Have you experimented with older cameras like VHS, minivid, or older digital camcorders? Yes. So I actually have a video. It's called How to Shoot Like One Car Y, and I used a digicam for that video, and I had so much fun with it. It's actually also with Brady Bissett. If you guys don't know Brady Bissett, he's a super talented DP and filmmaker, and we had a collab on that, and we shot it together in a train station. And I used like this $10 digicam, which turned out I think amazing for the fact that it was a $10 digicam off of eBay. But yeah, that was that one time where I experimented and I had a lot of fun with it. I agree, it doesn't always have to be fancy, and I'll see you later. I want to send you love and hug energy today. Take care. Thank you so much, Sean. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great, great, great day or great afternoon, night, evening, morning, or whatever it is that you're having today. Have a great day, and please, please enjoy these birthdays because they are precious and you never know, like, um, yeah, like if you look back and think like, oh my god, I love that birthday, like make these moments count. So happy birthday. Um, can you post any YouTube links if they're submitted that way in the description afterwards? If you can, I'm sorry, Jim. I think I'm lagging right here. What do you mean if I can post any YouTube links in the description? Sorry, help me out here. Sorry, I'm just lagging. I'm not sure if you've watched my film yet, but I posted it in the drive in June. I think it's called A Little Normal. Oh no, I haven't gotten it. It's probably gonna be the next few lives, probably then, just because we are in the middle of June right now, and it's probably gonna be right there. Also, the Google Drive, please, please, please do not hate me, but like the Google Drive gets really mixed up just because some people mess with the dates and stuff like that. So it can get mixed up. I'm trying to do it as chronological as possible. I go into the files, I go into the info and like see actually when it was uploaded and stuff like that and when it was modified by other people. So I can try to at least like put them as chronologically as I can. Just that sometimes they get mixed up. Um, links links for their short films. I think Jim means links to the YouTube videos that were summoned. Oh, okay, okay. Got you. Yes, we could definitely do that, or you guys can just like search it while we're doing the live. But if that is something that you guys are interested in, then we could definitely do that as well. Yeah. Okay, thanks. You're amazing for trying to do this best way. Thank you so much for coming anyways. And guys, I'm gonna be seeing y'all I think probably hopefully next week if everything goes well. This month is gonna be packed for me. I'm gonna go to events on weekends and stuff like that, so please bear with me on these lives. Also be traveling a lot this week, not this week, this month, as well as working on new YouTube videos for you guys and content, so please bear with me. Anyways, I want to say a big thank you. And yes, this was so fun. As always, a big thank you for everyone who's been watching until today. Like, I know Jim has been in, I think, all of my lives until now. So thank you so much, Jim. And thank you, everyone, for sharing your little part of your Sunday with me. But yeah, thank you for everything, and I'll see you guys till the next one. Bye.